Welcome to Degrees of Separation, a podcast where we journey to learn how we are connected and who we are connected to.
It gives us at least a glimpse of how connected we all are.
From entrepreneurs and small business owners to difference makers and thought leaders throughout our communities. This is Degrees of Separation with Joshua Peacock and Daryl DJ Sales.
Hey, what it is, what it do, man. We back off on this thing one more time, man. We got your host, Joshua Peacock, man. And we greeted with a special guest, man. I'm talking about we go back like my hairline if I tried to grow my hair out again, man. I'm talking we go way back, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like way, way back, man, since we was knee high to a grasshopper, man. But it's good. Pleasure to have him on the podcast today, man. None other than Robb Pryor, man. What's good with you?
What's going on, my good brother?
Man, it ain't nothing, man. Just trying to get this thing cracking, man. Continue, promote people, man. And we see you doing big things, man, in big ways, man. So it's good to have you on the podcast, man.
Pleasure to be here, bro.
Yes, sir, man. Try to get you on here. He's like, man, just give me a little second, then I'm gonna get right. You're a man of your word, man. So we appreciate you, man, for being a man of your word and being here on the podcast, man.
Definitely.
So, man. First and foremost, man, with degrees of separation, it's a concept of all about connection, making connections, and how we've been connected. You know about the theory of 6 degrees. You ever see the movie 6 Degrees of Separation?
No,
Will
sir.
Smith? Okay, I got Will Smith in it. It's like his first movie. But the theory of degrees of separation is that once you meet someone, everybody else in the world is connected within 6 people. But it's a lot smaller now, I believe, because of the internet. You know what I mean? So I know you, you know me, and you know somebody and somebody. So we know the president of the United States within 6 people. So that's the whole concept. And so we got you here on the podcast today, man, because we've been connected, like I said, back since elementary school, man.
Yeah.
Back since elementary, man, growing up, middle school, high school. You're a couple of years ahead of me. You graduated what, 02?
3.
Okay, so you one year ahead of me. Okay, 1 year ahead of me, man. So all the way from school, man, to work. You worked about 5-6 years together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Man came in there making all the money. I told him, leave me a little bit, man. I got a family, man. Leave me a little bit of money, man.
Yeah.
But, man, just good times, man, and just it's good to see you, man, doing other things, man, and building. You know what I'm saying? That's tight, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
So, what is it that you do, man?
So basically, bro, I'm a photographer now. You know what I'm saying? So I quit my job, my previous job, which was Cheney Brothers. You know what I'm saying? I was there right at 15 years.
Really?
But not, yeah, man. So
yeah, well, I did 8.
yeah.
Oh, bro. Okay, so we worked a little bit longer, man. We worked about 7 years together then.
It was wild, bro. That time fly in that building, bro.
Yeah. Because I've been doing the whole in the same industry for 16 years now. It'll be 1706. No, it'll be 16 years in August that
Right.
I've been. So, man, geez, man, that's wild, man. Go ahead though.
But yeah, man, I was there 07 to 2021.
Okay.
And it gets to a point where you got other things you're doing, and you got other interests. You know what I'm saying? So why not explore them, bro? And I always, I like photography, bro. It's an art. You know what I'm saying? I like being creative. So I just bet on myself, man, and just, you know what I'm saying? I was able to, so that's what I do.
Right. So, what is the company called?
It's Depth Images.
Okay, Depth Images.
One of the names I go by, like a moniker, you could say, is the definition. It's
okay.
A name my homeboy gave to me, man. It just stuck, like, everybody that's around me normally call me that. So yeah, I stuck with it, man, and I just like it. I think it runs hand in hand with images. You know what I'm saying? You do like crispiness in your images. You like definition in your images.
Yes, sir.
Detail in your images. So that's what I want to give you.
Okay. So how long you been doing photography, man?
Bro, on full time, I've been doing it ever since I quit my job. I quit in August of last year.
Okay.
So full time, I've been doing it since August. But I always dabbled in it, you know what I'm saying, for maybe about a year or so, 2 years maybe.
Okay, man. Because man, I all these years I've been knowing you, man. I've never known you to be, camera savvy or have an interest
Yeah,
in
yeah.
cameras. I know, man, one of the dopest rappers I ever heard. I can attest to that. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? One of the dopest rappers, one of the hardest workers. You know what I'm saying? I know, man. And just there's something different, man. It's tight to see and cool to see something different from somebody you've known so long, man.
Right,
And
right.
but you know what I mean, that's something I would have never put you on, man.
Yeah, I get that from a lot of people, man. It's cool. It's cool being the camera guy though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? So, with so how'd you learn? How'd you get to know the camera? How'd you get to learn the camera?
Bro, with anything you got an interest in, you pick it up and you dedicate yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you're willing to learn it, you're gonna learn it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like reading manuals and watching YouTube videos, it helps, but you get your experience from actually doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like when you was training at Cheney Brothers, I'm sure even me with myself, when you trained me, like I really wasn't catching on, but when I got out there by myself, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You gain it and you find your way. But it's the same thing, bro. If you passionate about it or something you want to do, then you'll do it, bro. Like I said, I watched countless YouTube videos and I still do because there's a lot to learn. But getting out there and shooting and actually doing it is where you get your experience and you learn from.
Okay. That's yeah, man. YouTube University, man.
Yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
YouTube University, man. Yeah. I got this camera here, man, and what I'm recording on right now, man, I didn't even realize how to use the thing. I had to, to figure out how to take the HDMI images off and make sure it's a
Yeah,
clean image and all. Like, you know what I mean? YouTube. I went straight to YouTube, man.
yeah,
That's dope, man. Let's go back to work, man. We the job that we was doing, you know, is very demanding.
yeah,
Long nights. You know what I mean? Demanding on the body, demanding on the mind. You know what I mean? Because your paycheck is dependent on your accuracy and your speed, and so you got to be at
yeah,
top notch at all times, man. It's crazy, man. I forgot I even trained you, man.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I can make a claim to your greatness, man. A little
yeah,
bit,
definitely,
a little
definitely.
small, you know what I mean? Claim to your greatness, man. One of the top dudes out there. But coming from a job where you was making, pretty good money and venturing out on your own, man. What gave you the ability and the confidence to do so?
I don't know, man. To be honest with you, like I was always a shy guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Real shy. I feel like being in that building for so long, I don't know, just helped me build a confidence. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
then it just gave me the confidence to go ahead and bet on myself. You know what I'm saying? And working there, you know that you know you can get so far ahead. You know what I'm saying? Because you do make above average money in that building. You know what I'm saying? If you can consistently be accurate. So yeah, with that, man, I was just able to stack up, leave Cheney, and you know what I'm saying, do what I had to do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it's important, man, to we push entrepreneurship and we push business here at Degrees of Separation.
Right, right.
And you got if you it's okay to have a job and to do your what they will call a side hustle or what I mean to start your business. You got to use what you got, man. Use that job to fund what you trying
Yep.
to do, man.
Yeah, yeah,
I tell cats all the time where I'm working at, man, making the same or even more money than I was at Cheney. Actually, I'm making more money than I was at Cheney. But I get them young guys that came in like I was 20 years old, you
yeah,
know, spending money, you know what I mean? I blew through some money at Cheney, man.
definitely.
But thank God for another chance to make more money to do what I'm doing now. This funds everything. That funds everything I'm doing, pays all my bills, funds the businesses that I have. It's till I, pick them up. But here we try to, promote people to not just, take the leap that thank God that you took the leap. You know
Right.
what I mean? But just because this man took a leap, you got to know where you stand at.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So talk about that. Talk about how that was there a struggle to decide what to do, when to do it, how to do it?
Man, not necessarily, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't be stuck up here all the time. You know,
Right.
sometimes you just gotta act. Sometimes you do gotta take a leap of faith. You know what I'm saying? That's what faith is. If you believe in it, you know what I'm saying, you go ahead and achieve it. But um my fiance got a good job. She had a good job opportunity. And I was at the point at Cheney with, man, I did what I wanted. I came in, I left when I wanted, one of them type of things.
Yeah.
It was just past having a conversation with anybody. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't be willing to work with my schedule or whatever, whatever. And she had that great opportunity. I couldn't let her pass up. So
Right.
made my decision a lot easier.
Yes, sir. So, but when you left, man, you left in the proper way, right? You put
Oh,
2 weeks
definitely,
in.
man. There's no
All that.
like no ill will or nothing towards anybody. It was some characters in that building, or whatnot. But I don't hold grudges. I really don't have time and stuff.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I no nothing towards nobody. I put in my 2 weeks. I gave them my letter, my resignation, and that was it.
Most definitely, man. That's how that's what a businessman do, because them people might be coming. I say they will be coming to you for your photography, man, and you got to
Right.
make sure that when you making steps, man, that you step the right way, so that make sure that you plan out and you keep your opportunities,
Yeah, don't
before.
burn.
Yeah, don't burn them bridges, man. Don't burn them bridges, because you might
Yeah,
have to cross them again one time, man.
yeah.
That's dope though, man. Like, man, I used to, because I still tap in with Manny.
Right,
We
right.
still work together and everything. And, he'll tell me things that you was doing, and say, man, Rob, he doing this over at Cheney, he doing that over. He always keep an ear to the Cheney streets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So he keep us plugged in, man. But when I found out that you was making those moves, man, I was like, man, that's dope, because you know I don't I don't hold anything against anybody at that place either. But I understand, man, when you get locked in at a place, it's hard to leave.
yeah,
It's
definitely.
hard to leave a good job, man. It's hard to leave when you've built your life around making a certain amount of money. And when certain people would leave, man, I would be like, bro, you made it out, man.
Yeah.
Go do your thing, man. You free. You free, man.
Free.
Because when I left, man, I left, man. I took off, bro. I took
Yeah.
off. I spent 8 years there, and it wasn't all bad, but it was time for me to get up and go, man. And when the opportunity knocked, I left, man. And it's dope to see that you took advantage of those opportunities as well, man.
Yes, sir.
So, with how many cameras do you have?
Oh, I just got one at the moment.
How many lenses?
Lenses, I have three different lenses. I got two zoom lenses and one prime.
Okay, okay. See, I know a little bit. I just know a little bit. I don't know too many. I don't know too
Yeah,
much,
yeah.
but I know a little bit. So how did you figure out um, what equipment to use?
Uh, I talked to a couple different photographers. Even like I said, watching YouTube, most photographers are gonna tell you to bet on Sony every time. I don't know if you remember Dale Gregor, Darnell.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Well, Dale do the same thing. Dale is he a big photographer, videographer in Orlando. Celebrities, all that.
Okay,
Like he real big. So any advice I needed, I got from Dale. You know what I'm saying? And Dale used to
okay.
always tell me, I don't care what you get a Sony, get a Sony, get a Sony. So I went all out, man. I got the best Sony I could find.
Oh man, boy got
But
that big boy camera, man.
yeah, I spent a little pretty penny.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it is worth it, man. At the end of the day, it was worth it. I don't have to upgrade for a long, long time. So
Most definitely, man. Most definitely. That's what I mean. That's how you do it, man. You get the best that you could possibly can, because this is your legacy, this is your product, this is your brand. You know what I
right,
mean? And I'm definitely going to shop with you. What I like to do here, at Degree of Separation, man, I like to shop with the people that I have on. I don't want to just promote you, man, but I want to shop with you, man, because during the pandemic, all these different um, companies and different corporations, they was eating, man. But
hmm,
the little man, they was shutting down the little man businesses, which they call him the little man, but I call him the big man, because the little man quote unquote, is the ones that make this country run. You know what I
Right.
mean? They the one that make this country function. They the one that make society go. You know what I mean? But they were shutting down the moms and the pops and the small timers, man. But all these other people was eating. So here at Degree of Separation, we don't just want to promote you, man. We want to shop with you too. You know what I mean? Pretty much everybody that we had on, if you had a product to sell, I've personally shot with them, man. And I'm most definitely going to, come
Let me
get
know.
some
Let me
family.
know.
Yeah, man. I just got a new addition. So we got to let the baby, I got 5 now, bro.
Congratulations, my brother.
Yeah, man. I
Yeah,
appreciate it, man.
yeah,
Back when I was back working with you, man, I had a goose egg, man.
yeah, yeah,
But God done blessed me, man. And I see He done blessed you with beautiful young lady, man. And
yeah,
beautiful little
yeah.
girl, man. And I'm happy for you, man.
Appreciate it.
That's dope, man. But going back to the equipment, you know what I mean. So what other things would a photographer need to get started?
Depends on what type of photography you in. Do you want to do events? You want to do portraits, um, landscape, street photography? There's all types of genres. Wedding photography. It depends on what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm right now basically just events and portraits. So if you need a
Okay.
portrait, let me know. Event, let me know. I can do that for you. I'm gonna get in the wedding soon. I just don't want to rush anything. But as far as equipment for what I do, um, definitely need you a camera. You would definitely need you a zoom lens, and you would just get you like a nice prime lens for your portraits. Something that's really general use, like a 55 millimeter or something like that, and a couple flashes, a couple stands. Definitely don't need backdrop paper. It gets expensive, man.
Right. And you just buy it as you go.
Yeah, man. That's what I would suggest. If you don't need it right now, don't go get it ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? Because you might be wasting money.
Okay, yeah. Thank God, man. As I was buying stuff for the podcast, man, I was buying stuff and it was working, for what I needed at the time. But as the podcast has grown, you know, the equipment has grown with it, and I'm able to use like the camera that I used for just recording in our studio when we had a office space. It's the same camera that I'm using right now.
Right.
The lights, the studio lights, and so I got a little bit of like the. You have any lights? Like you don't do any studio work right now?
Continuous lights. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got continuous lights. I got a lot of different lights just for flash photography and portraits on backdrops.
Okay.
But when I'm in here, man, I'm editing. I don't really do too much in here, but editing here. So
Okay. So what kind of editing software you got?
I basically use Photoshop and Lightroom. Photoshop and Lightroom. My boy just put me on this video editing program called DaVinci Resolve, and
Okay.
yeah, he almost forced me to put it on my computer. So I gotta check that out, man. But that's all I use, man. I do all my color grading, um, and Lightroom, and if I need to do any type of editing, like hard editing, frequency separation, or micro dodge and burn, I go to Photoshop.
Okay. So all right, I have a because I got a clothing line. I got a software to where I can do graphic designs and stuff like that.
Right.
I started it. Man, that stuff is tedious. And
That-
oh my, it's like Photoshop type. Man, that stuff is tedious, man.
yeah.
To be able to do the transparent and change this and do that and man, how much time do you spend compared to shooting as to editing?
Shooting is the easiest part, bro. Editing is where it gets difficult, man. That's where you want to spend the majority of your time. Shooting, you can shoot anytime. Just shoot something to go edit.
Mhm.
Because that's the hardest part. And as far as editing goes, if I have something to edit after I shoot, that's where the bulk of my time goes in the editing those pictures, depending on what I shot.
So what would determine you having to edit?
Say it again.
What would determine you having to edit?
Oh, you always want to edit. You don't never want somebody know. no pictures, any pictures straight out of camera. You know,
Okay.
you want to put a little polish, a little gloss on it. You don't have to go so heavy, crazy, but just polish it up a little bit. You should never, in my personal opinion, give anybody a photo straight out of camera. To be honest, I don't even like showing clients, you know, um, the picture I just took.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd rather edit them first and let you choose what picture you like or what pictures you like.
Man, you know them folks gonna want to see that picture, man, as soon as
They
you snap
always do, and it's hard. It's hard. Even when you do show them, like, hey, remember, it's not gonna look like this when I send it to you.
Right, right, right. So how has business been going ever since? Like, or before I answer that question, before while you was getting the business started or getting yourself together, were you promoting that this is what you're going to do, or was it incognito, just you grinding?
Yeah, just basically me grinding. It was kind of incognito. I mean, it was one of them things. If you knew, you knew. And then eventually, I like everybody who knew me gave me work. So that was a blessing. Everybody who knew I was doing what I was doing was giving me work. Especially people with big followings on social media. That was sending me all types of work. I
Right.
got a call from uh, my brother John Vickers yesterday, and he blessed me with some work. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of thing we do. If I can't do it, hey, let me call John and see if he can do it for you. And yeah, that's basically how my business has been picking up, just word of mouth,
Yes,
more so
sir.
than even promoting myself.
Okay, that's man, that's so dope, bro. Because you just mentioned Vic, man, and he's a photographer, and that's beautiful to see that, man. That brothers can work together in the same industry, man, and it's enough money for
Yeah,
all of us out here to
you
eat,
don't see
man.
no competition, man. I always see success, bro.
Yes, sir. You've always been like that, man. You've
Oh yeah,
always been, you know what I'm saying. If I got it, you know what I mean. You got it, cool type person. No, like you said, no problems, man, and just if I got it to give to you, man, you can get it. You know what I'm saying? You've always been cool and dope like that, man, and that's why we can have this conversation here
yeah,
on this podcast right now, man. Because if you wouldn't, and if I wasn't, man, we wouldn't fool with each other, man.
definitely.
But that's dope to see. Not just what I mean, you guys working together and giving each other work, but also, man, people giving you advice in the same industry because some folk, man, they want to hold that information to themselves. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
I had a guy, man, when I started my clothing line, man, he was giving me all of his, connections and all of his information and stuff like that, And so who would I be to not do the same thing for the next person, man? So it's all
right.
about helping each other out, man, because we
There's a
all on
lot
the
of people
journey.
out here want to give you the keys and want to see you succeed, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So to the other question I want to ask, you kind of answered it, with the promotion and with the business, so you've been having consistent business and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. It's something like it's more so events than portraits. Anytime it's graduations or prom, Christmas, Easter, then I'll be really really busy. I
Right.
get really really busy work like that. But most of the time it's just events, man. Like tonight I got to do a 40th wedding anniversary or something like that, and tomorrow I got some real estate to do. Next weekend I got a 80th birthday to do. It's always something, and
Man,
it just keeps coming.
that's dope, man. You do, man. That's tight, man. We don't, when you're outside of an industry, you outside of something, you don't understand. You wouldn't really think about how much of one thing can facilitate so many other things. Like you said, I wouldn't even think about real estate photography.
Right, right.
I mean, I wouldn't even think about it. You ever see the people, they taking the picture, but you see them in the mirror, or you
Yeah.
see their shadow on the side or something because they doing it with a phone or something like that. That they may be the difference between you selling that house or not. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Because you got
Definitely.
this person all of it. You can see in the picture, like you see them over in the corner taking the picture. You know what I mean? But you
Yeah,
wouldn't think about that until it's brought up to you, man. So that's crazy, man. That you do, even real estate photos, and
yeah, yeah.
so how do you do you learn off of YouTube as well from how to shoot?
It depends on what I'm shooting. Like, for real estate, you would definitely have that's like nothing typical. Like, who go outside and just start shooting houses. or whatnot. But yeah, my homie Nick Josie put me on. He said, "Hey man, I need you to come shoot some houses for me." And yeah, I even he even gave me some work to do in front of some of his listings. So
Okay.
yeah, but that's one of those things. It's not difficult, but you just have to know the right angles and how to
Right.
capture what
Right.
lenses.
So you the guy that make the house look bigger than what it is. So when I walk in the house and I be like, man, that picture.
Hey, yeah, you can zoom out a little bit, man. It distort the room a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta go to shoot the corner so
Yeah,
so open up a little bit. Yeah. So I walk in the house, man. I thought this room was double
for
this
real.
size, man. You the guy that be doing that. Okay, man. That's what's up, man. Yeah, man. We gonna have Josie on in a little bit, man. I talked to him, man. I gotta get contacted back with him, man, because I know he's doing big things in the real estate, man. And so that shows right there the degrees of separation, right there, man.
Right.
We connect to you. We gonna connect to Josie. We gonna tie that end back together. You know what I mean? We've had a few other guests that hooked us up with some other folks, and so y'all feed us, we feed y'all, and we building a community, man, to where we don't have to go out to the corporations. We don't have to go outside of the people that we don't know, and we don't have to go deal with people that we might not trust. Like I can come to you and I can trust you because we got 20 some odd years, you know what I'm saying, in the can, man. You know what I mean? So my siblings, I know your siblings, you know what I mean? We got that type of vibe, man. We got that type of community already. So, a lot of people talking about, hey, we should shop with each other, in our own communities and everything. It's time to put that to use, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Not just talk about it, let's be about this thing, man. And again, we appreciate you, man, for showing up, man. But real quick, man, we're gonna pause for the calls for our advertisement, man, our sponsor, man. So we'll be right back after this brief commercial.
Degrees of separation, connecting you to the source.
If you want to represent your faith with your fashion, go to gospelgains.com. If you want to show your salvation on your sleeve, gospelgains.com. GOSPELGAINS. Type in the word degrees at checkout. You'll get a 15% discount on your entire purchase. All right, man. We back, man. As a matter of fact, man, I'm gonna have a lot of work for you, man, because I gotta reshoot some more stuff for my clothing line, revamping and doing things like that, man. So, hey, man, I got me an in-house photographer, man. So I got some work for you, bro.
Doing later.
Huh?
What you doing later, man? Let's work.
Hey, man, I'm gonna get with you though, man. I gotta revamp everything, man. I'm gonna add some more stuff and get some more pictures out there, man. Yeah, man, it's dope what you're doing, man. Again, going back to work and how if you're at a job, don't be balling out. Ball out if you can. Do here and there, but put your money up
Yeah,
because there's something that you're gonna want to do. There's something in life that may happen to where we shouldn't be worrying about bills and worrying about having to pay for stuff. We should be using these things to invest in ourselves, invest in other things. A lot of people talk about the stock market, talking about, cryptocurrency, but the best investment that you can ever make is in yourself
definitely.
and in your children. You know what I mean? So, right now I'm on a hiatus from work, man. I'm about a 2-3 month hiatus from work because, like I said, my wife just had the baby. So I took 3 months, man, to be able to take care of my family, and
Sir.
see my children. I mean, I working like we work, but man, a lot of things you might miss. But I
Yeah,
took 3 months off, and that's because put something up. Again, let's go back to that, man, because I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I think we should drive the nail home, man, to how important it is to save up and put something up.
yeah. I mean, when I was at Cheney Brothers, bro, it was a point where all the little young kids looked up to me or whatever. But I would always tell them, man, look, listen, you got you a nice check. I'm pretty sure it's the most money you ever made in your life. I'm pretty sure it's more than enough to pay all of your bills and then some. Put it up. I know you're gonna go ball. I know this. Put your money up. Don't say I didn't tell you to do that. You know what I'm saying? I used to always do that, man, because you making way more than you need to live. Why not?
Mhm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I wish I had me an old head to tell me that, man. Because back at Cheney, 8 years there, bro. Never had a 401k. You know what I mean?
That's the biggest thing.
Yes, sir. One check, pay
Biggest.
all the bills for the month, right? That next check, blow it. Blow it, man. I left there, man, in a tight spot, bro. I left there not like I wanted to, and I had just went part time,
Mhm.
right before I left, and to do more ministry, to be with my family and everything like that, and they started doing all that, funny stuff with the money. So I took off, man. But now I'm in a position to where I can I can save, I can invest, I can spend on my businesses, I can, take my family out to do, just different things like that, man. And you know, we need to show our community financial literacy. We need to show our community how to save, how to save for a rainy day. The 3 to 6 months of savings. If anything happened, a lot of people should learn already from when the layoffs happened. I don't know how it was at Cheney, man, but they did two furloughs at my job, and it was bad. I survived them all, because I had seniority, but it was
Right.
some folk, man, that was gone for months at a time, man, and some folk ain't never come back.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it was over there where y'all was, but it was
It
bad.
was it wasn't real bad. They did let people go. They let even people that had seniority go. So they were basically just picking and choosing whoever they wanted to get out of the building. They got out of the building, but for the most part, we was affected by the cases. The cases dropped significantly. It were days we came into work, for an hour and a half, and we were going back home.
Wow.
So, but I mean, I was blessed. A lot of people were blessed and fortunate enough to make it through it, and I can honestly say that it really wasn't super bad.
Right. Okay. Okay. Man. With photography, do you don't have a studio yet? Do you intend on getting a studio?
Yes, that's like my biggest thing. My biggest thing, because I like right now, I have the majority of the people come to my house. I come to my home, and you know how that can get. You live
Yeah, boy.
or whatnot. But I'm actually in the process of clearing my garage out and starting in there. But eventually, man, I'm gonna get a building, man. Hopefully, man, Lord will. This time next year, I have a building.
Okay. I got some connections, man, to where we had an office space at. They got a lot of office space in there. I'll get with you, man, after this, man. We'll discuss some things. See
Yeah.
if just give you a few options, man. But what's your goal with this business that you have, man, with Deaf Images?
Really, bro, I want to get consistently better and better. Every shoot, I try to push myself to be more creative and get better. It's not really about the money. The money's coming in. The money's pretty decent, but it's about the quality of work, the body of work, that I give whoever shop with me, man, and whoever trusts me to capture moments and bless me with the privilege to get them the images. I just want to give them something that they love. So I just want to consistently get better, and eventually, I'll probably venture off into videography, weddings, and that's about it, man.
So with the camera, that's it records video as well as and they pretty much all do that, right?
Yeah, yeah. Some do it a lot better than others.
Okay. And you just have to do your research to figure out which one that
Yes,
is,
I
right?
I know a couple of photographers that got two dedicated cameras. So you have one dedicated to images and another dedicated strictly for video.
Okay, okay. And is that something like music videos and just like short clips or like
Yeah, it could be music videos, man. It can even be capturing the moments of a wedding and piecing it together into a video. You know,
okay,
telling that story of that day.
okay, okay. And do you just mentioned storytelling. Do you think that your background and being a rapper is helps you tell that story? with videography and pictures?
It definitely does, man. You have to like be creative, push yourself to be creative. You know what I'm saying? Being a photographer, a lot of times you will get clients out there and they just don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It's all
right.
on you. You got to direct them. You have to make, you know what I'm saying, something out of nothing.
All
So
right,
you have to be creative and be willing to make something.
right. Let me ask you this: uh, with the babies, when you're dealing with babies, how difficult is that?
You got to get what you can get, bro. I can't. Hey, there's no way to put it, man. I mean, some kids are a little chill. It can be intimidating for babies to come in and see all this big equipment, lights, big backdrop, the dude and with my voice scaring them,
Right,
you know.
right.
So yeah, it can be intimidating for kids sometimes. Even mine, like she won't sit still for
Right,
nothing. But you just got to get what you can get. Play with them, talk to them, get them to smile. And if the parents in the picture with them, you tell them to just hold the position that they hold. You know,
right,
focus on capturing the baby and get what
right.
you can get.
So, do you ever get the husband or the daddy that really don't want to be there, but he's just there to just make sure that his wife is happy to get that picture?
Ah man, I never nah.
We ain't got that one yet.
Uh
Man, I want to go watch this game. She done scheduled this thing during the game or the fight, and she
yeah.
got me here taking pictures. You ain't get one of them yet. Okay.
I've actually had a father daughter where the daughter didn't want to take pictures. I actually
Oh
had
man.
to give her $20 to smile. Like she was
Ah.
the
Oh
whole time.
man.
Will you smile if I give you $20? She was like, yeah. So that's how we got that done.
Oh, she hustling, man.
And that's what it was.
Yeah, she hustled, man. She hustled. Yeah, she had a plan before she left the house, man. But yeah, that's cool though, man. That's cool, man. Do you like plan on having like building it more than just you, or you know what I mean, to where you can hit multiple events at one time?
Well, actually, man, I always have my stepson with me. He helped me almost every shoot, unless it's something some portraits. I really don't need him. If people come here, I don't really need him much. But for every event, he with me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So he learns everything I do. He learns with me. We learn together. You know what I'm saying? He a big asset, like big attribute.
okay, that is dope, man. To see that you're passing it on, to the next generation because, growing up, man, I can remember like only few the picture man and a few other people, you don't see too many people with, the one person in church that's taking all the pictures. My
Yeah,
mom was one of the people that always had a camera, taking all the pictures and stuff. But it's not something that's promoted that much in our community, man. So that's dope to see that you grasped hold of that and still passing it on to the next generation, man.
yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man. So with with everything in your whole journey, is it what you thought it would be?
Bro, I don't know. I really, honestly, didn't even have expectation. I had a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? A lot on my mind, but just trying to learn and learning. That's all I would do. That's all I could think about. So I never really had expectations of it would be this way or maybe it'll be this way or whatnot. I was just always busy.
Right. You use your daughter a lot for
Oh yeah, my guinea pig.
what's
That's
that?
I say she's definitely my guinea pig.
Oh, your guinea pig. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, sir, man. That's cool too because you're capturing those moments. You know what I mean, and you don't have to depend on like a lot of us depend on Google Photos or Apple Photos or what. I don't know if Apple has a photo thing, but I know Google Photos. You know, we depend on them to store all of our memories and things like that. And a lot of people don't print those pictures off. My wife sometimes she'll go empty her phone and go to Walgreens or CVS or whatever, and she'll get those pictures off of Google. But if Google ever went down, all your memories gone.
Don't.
They do a good job of bringing up your memories from time to time. You open up the app and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But if them servers ever go down,
it's a wrap.
it's gone. And so what you giving people is memories that'll last a lifetime. You
Right.
know, and that's dope. You can't. I mean, we got to put a price on it, but you can't put a price on those memories. You know what I mean? You remember that? You remember that commercial? Such and such, this amount of money, such and such, this amount of money, but this priceless.
Priceless,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So that's what you're doing. The service that you bring it's a priceless service, man. And I know it's appreciated from everybody, that's shopping with you and that's giving you business, because if you wasn't giving them good business, man, I don't think it'll be, you know, going like it is for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's a testament to his work, everybody. Man, the man learning, and he continue to give you good quality pictures. How soon after the event do you usually get the pictures back to him?
I normally tell them within 2 to 3 days, but a lot of times they have them the next day, same day if
Wow.
I'm anything else to do, because that's all I want to do. You know what I'm saying? If I got time to come in here and sit down, that's all I want to do. So it depends. You might get them back the same day, but no later than 3 days.
Wow, man, that's especially with all the editing and the Photoshop and all that stuff. That's crazy fast.
Yeah, man. You got to take the time out, man, and be willing to put in that work because the editing, like you said, is tedious.
Because once you got it down, you know what you're doing. You can go in there and just start moving.
Right, right.
Yeah, man. But that even still, man. You know, I've streamlined my process, bro, because I used to have to edit the audio, edit the video and everything. So now what we doing now is streamlined. As soon as we done, it's man, I might want to add something, take something out, but for the most part, bro, we done. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? You have to take the audio, insert this sound,
yeah,
insert the intro, and run it through a mixer, and you know how all that goes, being me and rapper and everything like that. So that stuff it takes a few hours, man, to do it, but I slowly start to streamline the work. Another thing that you mentioned, man, about not being in your head. Um, when I was starting some of the things, my clothing line, I researched and I researched. I was in YouTube University,
yes, sir.
and I got a thing called analysis paralysis. You ever heard of that?
No,
When you analyze the information so much, and like you were speaking, like you can get this camera, this lens, this backdrop, that backdrop. You get so much information that you don't know which direction to go.
right,
And
okay,
it leaves you stuck. Bro, I went from 2016 to 2019 before I launched. God gave me the idea in 2016. It went to 2019 because I had got so much information, to how to start a clothing line, and it's different ways of printing,
yeah,
different garments, different. I got stuck, bro. I got stuck. And you said, I just want to go back to that, to how you say you can't be in your head. Sometimes you just gotta act.
right.
And once you act, you'll figure it out as you go.
Oh man, you can't don't overthink it. It might be a
Yeah.
lot simpler than you realize.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. Most definitely. Man. Again, man, Rob, it's a pleasure to have you, man. We're finna, what I'm saying, wrap it up, man. It's man, great information, man. It's dope to see what you're doing, man.
I
We
appreciate it.
appreciate you, man, for coming on, man. If there's anything that you like to say, man, anything you want to leave, any word where they can find you at, social media, any of that, just go ahead and drop that right now, man.
Yeah, man, you can follow me on Instagram at the definition underscore, and Facebook, man, hit me up, Robb Pryor Jr. If you ever need any type of photography, just let me know, man. I'll be more than happy to help you out.
Most definitely, man. Again, man, it's degrees of separation, man, on everything. Degrees of separation on Facebook, Instagram, on YouTube. Degrees of separation, all one word. Man, you can find us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, anywhere you can find all your major streaming platforms, man. You can find degrees of separation, DEGREEZ, degrees of separation. We may be 1 or 2 degrees separated from each other, but when it comes to God, there should be 0 degrees of separation, and we out.
Degrees of separation, connecting to the source.